The following dramatization is inspired by Gloria Steinem's personal memories of her Playboy Club experience in 1963 and is told from her perspective.
This story begins on a January day in 1963. Kennedy was in the White House. The civil rights movement was gaining momentum. In New York City, the weather was cold. The newspapers were on strike, and I was a freelance writer, badly in need of an assignment. A classified ad changed my life.
Attractive young girls can now earn $200 to $300 a week at the fabulous New... Oh, hi there.
Hi, guys.
Hey, hello. Hello. At the fabulous New York Playboy Club.
Good morning, Phil.
Enjoying the glamorous and exciting aura of show business. If you are pretty and personable...
With a body that won't quit.
You probably qualify. No experience necessary. Apply in person at special interviews being held Saturday, January 26, 1963, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. If I begged, do you think they'd let me watch?
Not a chance.
If I pleaded on bended knees?
No way.
You could try going undercover.
What do you think I am, James Bond?
Someone could go undercover. Gloria, you could. Just use a phony name.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, yes. Someone wouldn't have any trouble at all.
It's not my kind of piece.
No, come on, Gloria. Be a sport. Give it a try.
It's been tried. A magazine writer and a newspaper reporter. Playboy discovered them both.
Yeah, but they're not you.
I can't wait to see you in that getup.
Look, it could be a light piece. You know what? I think it's a good idea. I think it's a damn good idea.
But, Phil, I'm supposed to start my piece on the Birmingham marches.
This could be very funny.
And sell more magazines. Gloria Steinem, our girl in the Playboy Club, huh?
I like it. No, I like it.
It doesn't have a good ring to it. I think another name belongs there.
No.
You want the work?
Hey, Bunny, Bunny, Bunny.
Stand up straight. Arch your backs. Look straight ahead, no looking at the floor. Take off your coat, please.
Look, I'm bigger without my bra. Let me take
I'll take your word for it. Step back in line. Take off your coat. Get in line. Thank you. Thank you. What's your name?
Charlotte Jackson.
6 o'clock Wednesday, Charlotte. Thank you. What's your name?
Lee Pinelli.
6:15 Wednesday. Thank you. Your name?
Marie Catherine Oakes.
6:30 Wednesday. Thank you. What's your name?
Barbara Ann Buford. Well, they call me Bobby.
Excuse me?
They call me Bobby.
6:45 on Wednesday. I want you to bring your leotards.
Bunny, bunny, bunny.
you want to sing about paralysis.
Cut it out, Ned.
Jonas Salk's life cannot be turned into a musical.
Let's at least discuss it, Ned. Let's at least sit down and talk it out.
Luther, you are the actor. I am the writer. You say what I write.
Great. Now we know who you are, and we know who I am.
Another fight?
Yeah, Greg just mentioned the possibility of adding some music, and Ned went through the
way it's written. I haven't written a musical.
Luther's got a swell voice. You know, he's classically trained. Oh, he's a great singer.
Greg and I sit down and work through this thing.
Luther, there's nothing to
You're gone.
My play,
Yes.
my decision.
I'm in love.
My way. Do you understand?
Look, let's resolve this situation right now.
No. Why don't you call me when you find an actor who can say 3 consecutive lines without having to break into song?
Ned, wait a minute. Will you listen to me?
Get it, Greg. Am I wrong? Tell me if you think I'm wrong.
Greg doesn't mean it.
No, I'm not so sure.
He's just trying out the idea.
Maybe.
I think he needs more coffee. Excuse me, miss, would you mind if I borrowed that for a moment? Luther, care for more coffee?
I would love some more coffee.
You know, Greg changes his mind as often as Toby falls in love.
Well, then I'm in the clear. But I still don't like his attitude.
You need some apple pie?
That was great. It was just great.
I have a feeling that Luther may be the one.
Toby. After one date.
Of course not. It was 2 real dates and 1 coffee date.
Aha. It's a long romance.
Okay, I'll see you. I got a job.
Hey, Gloria, that's great.
Your Birmingham piece?
Not exactly. Let me put it this way. What goes hop, hop, and serves drinks?
A one-legged waitress.
Think curves and ears.
Trained kangaroo.
Bunny. Bunny. A Playboy Bunny.
You are not going to wear that.
Well, it's a lot better than wearing this.
Not very much. Listen to me, Gloria. You may never get a serious assignment again. I mean, you cannot go from writing for Esquire to this.
Esquire was a year ago. Have I had another big assignment since that?
Well, no.
And do you have the money to cover my half of this month's rent?
Nope.
There you go. I get paid for the piece, plus $200 to $300 a week being a running.
Yeah, but do they all have such big busts?
It's work, Toby. And if it's good, maybe Phil will let me go down to Birmingham. You know, I always wanted to be a rockette.
That's great. You might go in a waitress, but you may come out a star.
Good night, Toby.
I'm just a little nervous.
Wait, if they didn't pay
I
us
know.
more money, they said go on ahead with us.
I don't know. I'm a little early.
That's all we are.
God, they're so pretty.
Give me my nail polish back.
Honey, you gotta bend over to get into it.
Does anybody want to work B-level Saturday night? Because I've just been invited to this really swinging party at Washington Square.
That's my hairspray, Janet. Knock it
I don't
off.
mind demerits, okay? I got 5 demerits, but what about points for working over?
Andrea, can you help me out?
Sorry, Gwen, I'm a little busy.
Do me a favor, would you? Sit me up. This isn't my costume.
That's why I can't get the crotch. I don't think it's gonna... Wait a minute. There.
Oh, thanks.
Where's Miss Renfro?
That way. And then turn right.
Thank you.
New color film. Okay. Now, tell me. Do you want to be a Playboy Bunny with all your heart and soul?
Oh, yes.
Good. Sit down. Here is your income tax form, your meal ticket receipt, your application form, your insurance form, and your photo release. All we need from you is your birth certificate.
I'll have to write home.
Mm-hmm. You know that you cannot serve liquor without proof of age. May I see your Social Security card?
I lost it.
Write the number down for me, please. This is your Bunny Bible. Take it home, study it. There'll be a quiz.
And what if I don't pass?
You'll pass. Monday morning, we want you to go to our doctor for a physical exam. Now, that's a complete physical exam. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And for the rest of the week, there's your Bunny Mother lecture, your quizzes, and training with Bunny Margie.
Does this mean I'm a bunny?
Yes, you're Bunny Marie.
So what if Thawk says, I decided a long time ago that my role in life is to find out. If people do not like what I find out, it is just too bad. How does that sound?
Well, it sounds a little arrogant, don't you think?
Getcha! Sock actually said that.
Well, it still sounds arrogant.
Well, he's a genius. He's entitled. Don't you think?
I guess. How does this sound? Bunnies must never go out with anyone they meet in the club.
Ooh, that sounds very good to me. Come study in my room.
No, you mumble when you write.
It really makes me feel better to have you there.
All right, if you listen to this. A detective agency, the Wilmark Service System, is instructed to use their most attractive and personable male representatives to proposition the bunnies and even offer as high as $200 for the promise of meeting you outside the club later. Now, that is so sleazy.
That is so sleazy. So, while the proper scientific community slaved away over the live virus theory, Sabin particularly, Salk was convinced that a dead virus in the right solution would be infinitely safer and still do the trick.
And?
They ostracized him, they ridiculed him, and he was right. Gloria, how can I put words into the mouth of such a genius?
Because you are just as talented in your field. That's how.
Why don't you stay on my couch for 2 weeks and tell me that 4 times a day? What are you reading? Ooh.
No.
Messy hair, 5 demerits. Failure to follow a room director's order, 15 demerits. Chewing gum or eating while on duty, 10 demerits. Second offense, 20 demerits. Third offense, dismissal. Showing up late for work after a break, a demerit a minute. Failure to report to work without replacement for the 3rd time, dismissal and blacklisting from all other Playboy clubs. God.
It sounds like reform school, doesn't it?
This is crazy stuff. Salk's first words as a child were, dirt, dirt. Do you think that this is significant or what?
No.
Dirt, dirt, dirt. Dirt, dirt, dirt.
Collins needs a cherry, orange, pineapple slice stirred up with it. This is incredible. Sugar cube. Pineapple. Pineapple. Sugar cube. Sugar cube and pineapple. Wait a minute. Collins takes the lime wedge. And the brandy Alexander takes the nutmeg. And the champagne cocktail takes the lemon wedge and the sugar cube. Ned, are you awake?
Oh, you look great in my robe. If you marry me, I'll let you have that.
Lose my name to gain a bathrobe? Not enough inducement. Ned, listen to this. Bunnies are reminded that there are many pleasing means they can employ to stimulate the club's liquor volume, thereby increasing their earnings significantly. The key to selling more drinks is customer contact. They will respond particularly to your efforts to be friendly. Now, exactly what does friendly mean?
This is friendly. Oh, you are gonna look terrific. My Phi Beta Kappa bunny. This is friendlier. This is friendliest.
I just got back from Miami myself. Beautiful club down there. Ever been? Beautiful bunnies. Keep breathing.
Don't you consider it a little ominous that you had to test me for venereal disease?
Don't be silly. All the employees have to do it.
Well, think of what that's saying.
Chicago bunnies are gorgeous, too. I've been there. All right, now stand up so I can see if your legs are straight. Okay. If you'll lie back, I'm going to do an internal. You know, I haven't been to the New York club since it opened. I must get there one night soon. Maybe I'll see you there.
Is this internal required of waitresses in the state of New York?
Well, we find that the girls that object usually have some reason.
Now, all those no-nos, they don't apply to our #1 key holders. Those guys get VIP treatment. V is for very, I for important, and P is for Playboy. Get it? Now, you give them your full name. You can go anywhere in the club that they want you to. And you can even go out with them, like on real dates. Do we have to go out with them? I'm married.
I'm married, too. It's going on 5 months now.
You don't ever have to do anything that you don't want to do. And being married is okay.
Is this the Bunny Mother lecture?
Mm-hmm. Mary Beth.
And then we have the drinks quiz.
Right now.
Oh, no.
Mary Beth, who are these guys, these VIPs? Well, they're like businessmen, politicians, columnists, even movie people, like directors and such.
From Hollywood?
Yeah, lots of times.
And are they rich?
Very.
What's very?
Dripping in it. Like Cadillacs and everything.
Ooh, bingo!
Oh, isn't it neat? Aren't you excited about being a bunny?
A bunny? Bobby, I'm gonna be a star.
A movie star?
Yes, a movie star. All I need is the right connection.
Oh, I've just wanted to be a bunny all my life, I guess. I used to sneak my brother's Playboy magazines and just look at those girls, you know. They were so beautiful, like out of a fairy tale or something. And I wanted to be one of those girls. And now tomorrow, I'm gonna be one.
Tomorrow, good.
I can't believe it.
So then I went downstairs and I called the Board of Health. No physical examination is required of waitresses in the state of New York. None at all. And certainly not an internal examination.
And they get away with making the bunnies have one.
Then we had an afternoon of bunny quizzes. We had the drink quiz, and then we had the bunny Bible quiz. And do you remember Bobby? She couldn't answer half the questions.
So what'd they do, bump her from bunnydom?
No, they're desperate for bunnies. I heard that 50 have quit and the club just opened.
Gloria, that does not sound good at all. Listen, when it says mince, is that the same as chop?
Yeah, only smaller.
How much smaller?
In teeny tiny pieces. Toby, you don't have to do this. We can go out for dinner.
Now, Gloria, didn't your mother tell you that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach? I have obviously been approaching this situation from the wrong end.
Luther hasn't called.
Okay, Marie, hold your breath.
Suck it in. That's good. Now, you girls have to pay $2.50 a day for the cleaning and upkeep of your bunny suits. You sign out like Andrea's doing every time you take your costume out. And you never, never take your costume home.
Who the hell would want to, Hazel?
Now, I'll give you a swatch of fabric for this costume. Suck it in. Come on. Bigger breath?
Yeah.
That's good. You girls are responsible for buying your own shoes and getting them dyed to match.
Yeah, make sure they're at least 3 inches.
Why?
You get demerits, you wear them any lower is why.
How much are we charged for a demerit?
Okay. Nothing. You buy them back with merits. 100 merits are worth 25 bucks.
So we're charged $25 for every 100 demerits.
Well, they tell you aren't charged anything for demerits. You just buy them back with merits.
Isn't that the same thing?
You're pretty sharp. Not the way they tell it around here.
Oh, honey, you're gonna have to stuff and stuff and...
She's right.
I wouldn't make a habit of using these bags, honey. They're guaranteed to make you lose weight in the wrong places.
What's better? Kleenex, cotton, cut-off bunny tails. Forget I said that, Hazel.
Foam rubber, lamb's wool, old scarves, gym socks. You keep your tail clean now. You get demerits running around with a scruffy tail.
Yeah, that really turned him off.
Keep your ears tall and straight. Collar white. Cuffs clean. There.
So I'm going to the beauty
You look
club
sweet.
Saturday, so I'll be there all day. I can't work.
Bunny Marie.
You split the seam with blonde.
Marie, that color looks gorgeous on you.
Oh, now that's just darling, honey.
Real comfy, isn't it?
Looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dip.
Of course, they're dumber in Chicago.
5, 6.
I mean, it's easier to make them think you'll go out with them, and then they tip you more.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Margie, I thought that we weren't allowed to go out with anybody except for the #1 key holders.
I said you make the suckers think you're going to. Unless, of course, they're from the detective agency. Honey, would you get on up here in line? That's it, that's good. Now, arch your back, good. But those detectives, you can always spot them because they never have more than 2 drinks. All right, now, I don't want any gappy legs. Let's put those legs together, girls.
Do y'all know I'm the only bunny in the New York club that doesn't have to stuff? It's all me, girls.
All right, you're doing real good now. Let's raise our trays high. Follow me now, ladies, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep those arms straight. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, good. Down a little bit. Good. Put your napkins right there. All right, now here we go, ladies. Good evening, sir. I'm your bunny, Margie. May I see the member's key, please? Are you the key holder, or is this a borrowed key?
Key holder.
Thank you. Now, I'll be happy to take your order. Next.
Good evening, sir. I'm your bunny, Marie. May I see the member's key, please? Are you the key holder, or is this a borrowed key?
The key holder.
Thank you. Now I'll be happy to take your order.
That was real good, honey. Next.
Good evening, sir. I'm your bunny, Bobby.
That's okay, kitty. Go on.
Good evening, sir. I'm your bunny, Bobby. May I see the member's key, please?
Key holder.
Key holder.
Shoot.
That's okay, baby. You're going to get another chance. Next. Good evening, sir. I'm your bunny, Lee. Oh, honey, you're going to have to speak up because this room's just going to be noisy as all get out.
Good evening, sir. I am your bunny, Lee. May I see the member's key, please? Are you the key holder, or is this a borrowed key?
I'm the key holder.
Thank you. Now I'll be happy to take your order.
That was real good, honey, but you're supposed to look like you're having a good time. Remember your bunny Bible? Think of something happy or funny. Your most important commodity is your personality. Next.
Are you nervous?
A little.
Oh, I'm scared to death. But I need this job. I'm putting my husband to school. Look at my hands. They're shaking.
Oh, that's just stage fright. I used to get it all the time when I was trying to tap dance my way out of Toledo. My knees would start knocking, and they would be knocking to a different rhythm than my taps. So what I would do is I would take a big, deep breath from way down deep in my stomach, like this. And then I'd count to 5.
Hello, man.
And then I blow it out. And it really helps.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's been 10 years since I've been to New York.
Yeah.
It's cold. Oh,
Better? Yeah. Good, then let's do it again. Big, deep breath.
I found out years ago. I'm sorry. It's decided, right? I decided years ago that my purpose in life was to find out. And if people didn't like what I found out, then it was just too bad.
Hold it. Hold it. Luther, you're still too arrogant.
The way he's saying it.
Okay, everybody, set up for Act 3.
I'm telling you, Ned, it is not my fault. It's these words.
Okay, Greg, what if he says it like a question?
I try it as a question, but the arrogance has got to go. Will you be your charming self?
Look, I'll try it. It's not a question. The man's not asking a question. He's making a definitive statement.
Nice guy. Can we just like him?
I told Ned that line was arrogant. I told him he shouldn't use it.
Whole play is arrogant.
Just angle that ellipsoid a little.
I am really nervous about tonight. I'm just waiting for Miss Renfro to walk up to me and point that long, skinny finger and say, "No birth certificate, no work."
Gloria, she's probably forgotten.
What if somebody comes in tonight and recognizes me?
You'll do fine. You always do, Gloria. You're just one of those people.
Yep, it seems like that from the outside.
Yeah, it's true. Outside can fool you. Don't worry about it, Gloria. Good luck.
Thanks, Joe.
Wait a minute, Gloria.
I'll let him talk to you.
Wait a minute. I'll walk you out.
We can't go on with rehearsals this way.
Bye, Greg.
Goodbye, Gloria. See you later.
You're a little jumpy, aren't you?
Am I? I thought I was hiding it.
Yeah. You're doing a great job.
I just want to get through the night without being recognized and without spilling anything major. Thanks.
Good luck. Take a leg.
New York City, not Dallas. Come on. Come on, let me give you a hand. Hey, lady, where'd you get your license? Jersey?
Beautiful, baby.
What's your name?
Marie.
Bunny Marie.
Bunny Marie.
You're working the Playmate bar?
Yes.
Well, I'm your room director. And I want you to go up those stairs and come back down again. Give the boys a treat. Disobeying a room director is an automatic 15 demerits.
I know, I've seen it. Oh, there's it.
I think it's cheap.
Sway, on its way.
Very good, Bunny Marie.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Here, use these on the tables I assign you. Follow me around for a table or two. You'll get the hang of it. Any imbecile can get the hang of it. Smart. Good evening.
Oh, ladies.
This is Bunny Marie. She is your bunny in training.
Sweetheart, you will do just fine if you do every little thing I say.
Milt, I like the way you think. And the first thing to do is get rid of your sourpuss training, Bunny.
Sir, you are not allowed to touch the bunnies.
Who's that?
They're all yours.
Good evening, sir. I'm your Bunny Marie. May I see the member's key, please? Are you the key holder, or is this a borrowed key?
Look, I know you can't give me your address, but doesn't mean you can't remember the number to my hotel room.
Are you the key holder, or is this a borrowed key?
Are you married?
No.
Well, wouldn't matter anyway, because I am.
Good evening, sir. I'm your Bunny Marie.
Oh, Bunny Marie! Hey, if you're my bunny, can I take you out home with me? I ain't touching her. Oh, let me have her. Come on.
Allowed to touch the bunny, sir.
Even just a little bit?
No, not a little bit.
Oh, come on.
May I see the member's key, please?
Oh, yes, ma'am. You're the key, Bert.
Are you the key holder, or is this a borrowed key?
No, ma'am. That's mine. That's the key to his heart out
No,
there.
thank you. I'd be happy to take your order.
Oh, give us about 2 fingers.
You got it.
Behind you. Coming through.
Oh, excuse me.
Do we get a dinner break?
Half hour, 1 demerit for every minute you're late coming back.
Where do we... What's the matter with her?
She keeps to herself.
Where can I get something to eat?
To the door.
Try rolling a bottle underneath your arches, honey. It'll relax them. Then get yourself some of them art supporters and put them in your shoes.
I don't think I have any arches left. What's for dinner?
Stew. Beef stew every day of the week except Fridays. Then we have fish.
I like stew. Doesn't anybody else eat dinner?
You're a new bunny, aren't you?
It's my first night.
Oh, God. God. Thank you. Good evening, sir. I am your bunny, Lee.
What's your real name?
Lee, may I see the member's key, please?
You're beautiful.
Are you the key holder or is this a borrowed key?
Sir? You are beautiful.
Thank you. Now I'll be happy. Take your order.
Well, now, honey, I have never minded the smell of a good cigar, and you tell your wife that she shouldn't either, all right?
How you doing? No, it's fine.
Oh, really?
Sir, no, really.
I want to wipe
Sir,
it off.
It's fine. I'm fine. Thank you so much, sir.
Frankie's looking for you. Yeah, I heard.
I tell you to speed it up, you speed it up. Do you understand me? I'm warning you, lady.
John, 2 glasses of red wine, a screwdriver, and a Bloody Mary, please.
Andrea, no time. Go to number 2, please.
Show me one man who doesn't belong in this place, and I will marry him.
Anybody want to share a cab? I'll never make it if I have to walk.
Oh, thanks. Ow. She took it in 2 more inches. Honey, she said that costume's getting too big on you. So, she took it in 2 more inches and now I can't even breathe.
Yeah. A lot of girls say their legs get numb from the knees up. Something in the suit presses against a nerve or something.
Yeah. Oh. Get home safely, you guys.
Guy, he was drunk. Spills his entire drink, ice and all down the middle of my back. Does he say, excuse me? Not a word. Well, at least he didn't think it was funny. The guy who yanked my tail thought it was just hilarious. Do you know how many demerits you get for walking around without a tail? So I go to work at 7 at night and get up at 4 in the morning, and do you know what happened? I lost 5 pounds. 5 pounds in one night. I hope that you never know what it's like to be tortured by your clothes.
It's on your feet.
Ned's slippers.
Give me those Tootsies. I'm gonna make them feel better.
Listen, Gloria, if the assignment is that bad, forget it.
No, wait, Phil, we've got a serious piece here.
About what? About girls working hard to be bunnies? No one is interested in that. I wanted a funny piece.
And there are funny aspects.
Good. I'm glad. Because a serious article about bunnies is a contradiction in terms.
You're right. I understand. I just want a little time there. I know there's something.
A little time. Hey,
Go see about your feet, will you?
Sorry. I do all the Copa girls.
My arches are falling, aren't they?
In a job like yours, your feet are bound to hurt.
Ow. Are my arches falling?
Try not to wear your heels so high.
Don't do this to me, Michael. You're only hurting them. Since when did they stop being your kids as well? Fine. Fine, go find yourself, but they can't wait to eat while you're looking.
Thanks. Hey, Marie. You did okay last night. Really, you did.
Thank you.
No, I meant to tell you last night, but I forget a lot of things these days.
How old are your kids?
I don't have any kids.
This is my husband, Willie. Don't you think he looks like Elvis? He's got that same mouth, you know? He's got those same kind of eyes, those dreamy eyes, don't you think?
Could you fasten this on?
Can I ask you something?
What?
What are you doing?
Just helping out Mother Nature.
He offered her $200 on the spot just for promising to meet him after work. And she took it. Stupid.
Was it Wilmark?
Mm-hmm. She should have known nobody but an idiot or a Wilmark man would offer you money before, if you get my drift.
Okay, I'll let my breath out. I can't believe it. Every time I sneeze, I break another zipper. It's the third one this week. You got it? Oh. Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh. I stuff and stuff, and I never look like that.
Oh, if only I could type. My husband, he wants to be a chiropractor, and I can't type.
I can type, take shorthand, and run a PBX.
Then why are you doing this?
Girl, how many millionaires do you find sitting around an office? Huh?
Hey, listen! Listen! The girls, in this reporter's opinion, are the most beautiful ladies ever seen together under one roof.
It's true. I think you all are beautiful.
You're so cute. Most of them have superior education as well and fine breeding.
Check my pedigree.
Their earnings are 3 to 10 times as much as they could earn in any similar position.
All right.
Average earnings are $200 to $300 a week and sometimes more.
How about a month? Who here makes $200 a week?
Susanna made it 1 week.
Oh, yeah? That's because she worked double shifts all week and slept in the dressing room 3 nights.
Yeah, but it's possible here. Nowhere else that I know.
We make $50 a week. That's what we make.
And tips.
Yeah, but that's only base pay.
Right. Hey, if you're a good waitress, you can make good tips.
Come on, Bobby. You show me the week you make $150 in tips after the club takes its percentage, and I will kiss your feet. And what about laying out our own cash for shoes and tights? And makeup?
Well...
And cleaning our costumes? I mean, what is this? We ought to sue.
Keep quiet.
For misrepresentation, for fraud, for whatever the legal term is.
Shut up.
I bet a lawyer would know.
I told you to knock it off.
Why the hell should I, Pearl?
Because if you don't shut up, you're going to be in trouble. Big trouble.
Shut up.
I heard things. Now, maybe they were only rumors, but you just better quiet down.
She didn't mean that, did she?
She's talking about the 2 ex-bunnies that were in the paper, the 2 that are suing the club for back tips.
Come on, Bobby. It's gonna be all right.
There we go. Well, come here, buddy. Hey, can I put that little penny across me? This is where they come down. They love this. Wait.
Please don't touch the bunny, sir.
Take a deep breath. Good. Now take one more. Good. Now I'll be right behind you. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
Good. It's very good. Now take one big, deep breath and smile. That's very good.
Look, that's my honey out there.
Hi. He does look like Elvis.
She says you look like Elvis. I gotta go. Hi, I love you. Exactly how many head of cattle do you have?
About 100,000 down there. We give or take 1 or 2.
You won't scare me into quiet.
Andrea.
You know?
I knew you all would like the VIP room, but you know, you look like VIPs to me. Very, very, very important playboys.
Lee! I want to see you later. I'll be waiting outside for you.
Do you think Pearl knows what she's talking about?
Been around the longest of anybody. She used to work in Chicago.
So are you going to drop it then?
Damn it, they promised me $200 a week, and I need it.
I haven't talked to anybody that's made that. Everybody came here expecting it. Me too.
Do things ever get any easier? Ever? Have they for you?
I used to live alone with my mom in this old rundown house, and she was scared all the time and sick. And I used to take care of her. And sometimes I'd get so scared. For me, nothing could ever be that bad again. And it made me an optimist. Yeah, things get better.
I'm trying. Really, I am. But it doesn't seem to make any difference. Does it?
Hey, darling.
So you're a real movie producer from Hollywood? Oh, I'm just dying to go to Hollywood. I bet you I've seen one of your pictures before. So tell me, do you really know Sidney Poitier?
Say, honey, you got a light?
Not right now, sir. I'm a little busy.
You got a light? Never mind.
That's the first time I've seen Chekhov done in that manner. I found it very pretentious. Totally unlike the play I'm directing about Jonas Salk by a very talented young writer named Ned Holcomb, which I hope you find exciting and inspirational.
Oh, Greg. Good evening, sir. I'm your Bunny Marie. May I see the member's key, please? Are you the key holder, or is this a borrowed key?
Yes, it's fine.
Neato. Now I'll be happy to take your order.
Vodka on the rocks with a double twisted lime and scotch and water.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Bunny, this enough? What's the matter? You're working there, don't you? Da-da-da-da-da-da. 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 Ah. Hey, Bunny. Hey, Bunny. Hey, Bunny.
I looked Greg right in the face and said, "I'm your Bunny Marie," and he didn't even recognize me.
Greg insists that we just cut out Saab's 1953 speech to the National Foundation. So I say to him, what do you expect me to do? Just come up with something better in the 9 days that we have before we open? So he says to me, listen, there's one thing
We're
that
not
I know.
opening in 9 days.
Today is 6 days from today, 9 days from the day we had the conversation. So he says to me, look, I've known you for 10 years. If there's one thing that I know about you.
Not when your major investor has backed out.
What? Who told you that?
Greg did. Well, actually, he told Luther, and I was just kind of hanging around. You know, I finally figured it out. The best thing to do about this Luther situation is to kind of be available when he wants me to...
Whoa. When was this?
It was, yeah, it was yesterday he told Luther about the fund. I'm sorry. I thought you knew. I thought he would have told you first.
Ned.
Excuse me. Just one phone call.
Ned, wait a minute. We'll talk about it.
I thought he knew. I'm sorry. I put my foot in it again. Again. Why? Why do I do that? I do not think.
You think about men.
Yeah. Well, so do you.
Yeah, but not exclusively.
Well, what else do you think about?
Well, I used to think about writing a novel, and now all I think about are my feet. And the women at the club. God, they work so hard. I think about them. But now I need to think about Ned.
Oh, who cares? It's no big deal. Only an idiot opens a play in the middle of a newspaper strike anyway. No reviews, no ads. It's better this way.
We'll raise more money. What about your mother's friends?
They're rich.
And you know how they love to go to parties. Ned, you've written a beautiful play. People will want to see it.
I believe you. I believe everything that you say. You always make me feel better. Come with me.
give me Tuesday night? And then he said that...
Hello, Miss Renfro.
Girls.
Anyway, he's a real gentleman. He treats you the same whether you slept with him or not.
Yeah, but he's old.
Oh, so what?
Well, you know, I went out with him last November a couple of times.
I thought we weren't allowed to go out with anybody we meet in the club.
Somebody cover this child's ears.
Never mind, Bobby.
Yeah, just forget I'm saying this, okay? So anyway, I fixed up 2 other bunnies with a couple of his friends. Both old, too, but, you know, he liked me so much, he gave me a $100 bill.
A real gentleman. You know, one of these days it's going to be hello, Wilmark. Goodbye, Margie. Goodbye, Gwen.
I keep my eyes open.
When I started here, I thought I'd save enough money to get some glamour photos in a composite. Then I'd be a real model. But after 6 months of this, I just want to get married. Guys I wouldn't even look at before, now I think aren't so bad. They are so that bad.
Ernie's drinking again.
So what of it? That's not why I'm saying it. They all turn out to be bad in the end.
Not my man.
Did your man make a living?
Well, he's going to be a singer. You know, like Elvis.
In other words, honey, you're supporting him.
Well, just for the littlest while.
And I'm supporting Ernie while he dries out, and Lee here's supporting her husband while he learns to be a bone doctor or something. You know, what we got here are a lot of men doing a lot of leaning on a lot of women. We'd all be better off without them. I intend to find one I can lean on. Impossible. Huh? Impossible. Take a look at that beautiful, handsome man. Impossible.
Not that bad, Pearl.
Well, who does the taking care of between you and your man? Who does the worrying? He worry about you?
Well, he knows I can take care of myself.
Does he ask you questions about how you feel? What you do? When you talk, does he listen? You know, I never met a man who gave a hoot what was happening to me just as long as I showed up. Available and pretty.
We talk.
About what?
About his work.
Well, at least he talks. Ernie's so hungover most of the time, the sound of his own voice hurts him too much to hear.
There is a court order. Michael, I am warning you.
So can you figure it? I mean, he gives me $30 and all I did was get him a pack of cigarettes.
And this guy orders a lace curtain. Who ever heard of a lace curtain?
So I told him her tail was made out of asbestos. He tried to burn it to find out. What a bunch of creeps.
So she got Bunny of the Week, and girl, she was 40 minutes late.
I'm not going to know. He makes me look of magnesia or something. Over and over. I've got to be out on the floor. I've got to be working.
You must be out on the floor.
Don't push it. You don't know what you're talking about.
And
They don't want to be with you. It's been that way
personal
for so
calls
long.
on personal time. 1 demerit for every minute that you're late.
If I find you near the apartment, I am calling the police.
Marie.
Oh, Miss Renfro.
My reports on you are excellent. We like our new bunnies to know that we appreciate good work.
Thank you very much.
Shouldn't you be out on the floor?
Oh, yeah.
We don't want to be late for lunch now, do we?
Were you really a stripper? Oh, you gotta be kidding. How'd you ever get involved in that?
Well, I kind of figured it should. They don't have any candles. I knocked around the country dancing in a cabaret act for a while till the nightclub business bottomed out. Then I started working Vegas. And I figured, what the hell? A stripper makes twice what I was making. Hi. God gave me the equipment. It was my duty to display it.
Oh, we want it! We want it!
Show us how it's done, Marcy. Go on.
Give it to him.
Send us to heaven, baby. A one-way ticket to heaven. Come on, Gwen. Look at that. We want it. What does baby want? What? Shake it, baby. Shake it. Ow! Ow! More where this came from, darling. Pick it up. Over here.
club is now open.
Oh, here come the suckers.
I hate to work on lunch trade. They're all such bad tips.
All right, that's enough.
All right, Peachy, baby, you are something else. All right, baby blue, come here, cutie pie. Lean forward with that's the girl. Oh, that's cute. I get a good shot of you. You are something. Come on. All right, I'm gonna change lenses.
It's 25 demerits, and she knew it.
Have you seen Andrea?
No. Her name's on the list. Maybe she's just late.
Or maybe she's as mad as I am about giving up my Sunday.
No, she told me that she would be here. Do you think something bad happened to her?
All right, you in the purple, huh? How about leaning a little bit forward, huh? Come on, baby, show Daddy what you got. Come on, baby, lean forward, come on. Come on. Come on.
Do I have to do this?
Will you come on and lean forward and show me your cleavage, huh, honey? Do you think you can find a way to do that,
Would you take it easy? Some of us worked till 4 this morning, and we're all tired. Do you think you can find a way to do that?
Worked a double shift Friday and Saturday.
How much did you make?
170 this week.
You've got the cutest kids. Do you support them alone?
My ex has got him. No, I even hired a lawyer. It didn't make no difference. Send him plenty of money.
And Andrea never showed up. Bobby said that she said she'd be there.
Don't worry her.
To get away with something like this. Lucky I was standing by the exit door. I could have you arrested. I just might.
Please, Miss Ringo, I was just borrowing. I want to be a bunny with all my heart and soul.
You were not borrowing. You were stealing. Do you know what that means? What kind of girl steals from her employer?
Miss Ringo, please. My husband just wanted to see me in my bunny suit.
Your husband. The suit stays here. And so does the tail.
Honey, are you all right? Willie told me nothing would happen. I just wanted to take some pictures of me. Just wanted to take some pictures, that's all. I'm so ashamed. I can't stay here now. Come and see.
Oh, it's just like you're not as sweet, Bobby.
The problem is that we don't have any money.
Oh, baby, come here. And we know you didn't steal it.
I didn't. We believe you.
That's right.
I am so sorry.
We do.
Of course.
David, you're wonderful. That happens to be my favorite song. Thank you. Lou, I'd like you to come over here.
Widely diverse in our interpretation, and I'm going to fight it every inch of the way. You know, it's up to the actor to make a real creative person here. I mean, we're talking about a man...
Hi, Luther.
Oh, hi, baby. I had the same problems with Tennessee Williams. We fought and wrangled through 6 weeks of rehearsal. On opening night, he said, Luther, you're absolutely right. And I was right. These people create...
Oh, excuse me. Would you like some champagne?
Thank you.
Oh, that's a pretty dress.
Gee, thanks.
I would say that it's a play about courage.
Oh.
Wouldn't you?
Yes, the courage to follow your individual instincts and to believe in yourself.
Uh-huh.
Well, don't you think that's an important statement?
Well, we're just talking here about the money to open the play and keep it running a few weeks. Because we feel sure then that the people will come.
Yeah, sure.
Gloria can tell you about the play, because she's been to all the rehearsals. And she's a journalist, so she's more objective than I am.
It's very important. Excuse me?
Oh, brava! A lot of actresses in this play. There's a lot of young actresses.
So far, I've been in 2 off-Broadway workshops.
I bet you were great.
Right. They singled me out in the reviews and everything.
Really? You know, I can see why.
We are confident that the TV and radio reviews are going to be very favorable. Gloria can tell you she's seen the play many times. Gloria?
It's wonderful.
The play is wonderful, Mrs. Lothar. Gloria never lies. And besides, what could be more worthy than polio?
Ned, I have an idea. What if we invite Mrs. Lothar to our next piece?
The play evolved through the readings, the rehearsals, into its present shape. Gloria's been there from the beginning. Gloria? Gloria?
So Miss Renfro was screaming, stealing. Bobby was so humiliated she quit.
Gloria, don't worry about it. She'll find another job.
You don't understand. They just moved here from West Virginia or someplace. She doesn't have a high school education. Her husband's trying to be Elvis.
Bye-bye. And say hello to your son.
Hi, it was nice to meet you.
Thanks a lot.
Gloria.
Hello there.
Wonderful.
Bye-bye.
See you next week. Bye-bye.
Magnificent party, Ned.
Okay.
You'll think about what I said.
I'll think about it.
See you in the salt mines.
Okay.
It worked like a charm,
Thanks
Ned.
for coming.
I'll see you at the
It's
theater.
very nice to meet you. Thank you for coming.
Bye-bye. Thanks a lot.
And you'll be acting in the play, you say?
So Andrea never showed up. That's 25 demerits in her second no-show. And she lied about her kids. I don't know why she did that. She apparently has this awful ex-husband, and she yells at him all the time on the phone. Oh, I don't know. I just don't know what to do.
You're not supposed to do anything but write your story.
I know.
Okay, well, you know, you can't get involved in the lives of these women.
I know.
What's the first rule of a journalist? Impartiality. You've always told me that.
I tried to be.
Objectivity.
When Bobby
Look, why wouldn't you help me tonight? I mean, you've seen the play. You could have talked about it. You know, if you don't feel comfortable praising it, the least you could have done was
Ned,
be
you
there
know that
beside
isn't
me,
true.
supporting me. It wasn't an easy night for me. You know that?
I didn't belong there.
Yes, you did. I needed you there.
I didn't feel comfortable.
Oh, come on, Gloria. You knew a lot of those people.
I wanted to be on the phone trying to get a hold of Andrea.
Yeah, you made that abundantly clear.
Well, she could have been in some kind of trouble with her kids or her ex-husband. I don't feel good about him.
She's probably off in Florida on vacation, and I am right here fighting for the life of my play, and you don't give a damn.
Ned, if I had the money, I would back that play myself.
If you had the money, you would probably give it to Andrea.
You know I want your play to be a success.
Maybe. But it is certainly not as important as whether or not Andrea shows up for work.
If Andrea doesn't show up for work, her kids don't get fed. Ned, I could be those women. If I hadn't gotten out of Toledo, I would have been.
I've had it now! I've had it with those women! Look, I'm in the middle of a crisis on a play that you know is important, and you're obsessed with these dumb bunnies. Frankly, I don't like you this way! At all!
This is the longest fight you've ever had.
It's the only one. We never fight.
Give in. You always give in. Remember all those times?
All right, Toby, all right.
You're miserable. You look absolutely miserable.
Thank you. That really helps.
Don't you think that floor is clean enough?
Is it? Do you think I'm wrong about Ned?
He needs you and you're not there. You know what? He might find someone else to be there. Do you want that to happen?
No.
So then why don't you marry him already?
It's not that simple. We had the fight in the first place because I was just trying to explain to Ned about something that really mattered to me.
So what? So what he doesn't understand? I mean, you've got a man that loves you, and he's nice to you, and he's rich. I mean, I really think you're losing perspective.
Oh, come on, Toby. You always lose perspective, depending on whether it's George or Calvin or Luther.
Rick.
Who's Rick?
The waiter. That idiot waiter I met at Ned's party. Gloria. I spent the whole evening in the kitchen, cramped up in a corner waiting for him. I was there for an hour after everyone had gone home. And I didn't even know it. He just left. He didn't even say goodbye. I was waiting in a strange kitchen for hours for a man I didn't even know. Toby. And I meet a man, and I see something there. And I believe for an hour, or a week, or 2 weeks, that he has something very, very special. You know, and I try on his name, and I decide that this will be the man that I'll marry, and that everything will just be all right. Then when it's all over, I feel like I'm just nobody. Just no one at all.
Look at this.
Gloria, nobody wants to see them.
God, they're wonderful. And why haven't you finished this one?
I know I should be working on a show of my own. There aren't any galleries for women.
Well, there's got to be one somewhere. These are very special.
You're right. You're right. I am. I need more courage.
Nobody wants to hear about a woman's internal exam. It's in poor taste.
The club insists on them. For me, that's poor taste.
Yeah, but I don't want to read about the details.
Phil, can you imagine a woman publisher sending you to a proctologist?
I don't want to imagine, okay? I'm telling you, I didn't want this kind of an article.
Phil, will you please listen to me? It started out one way, and then the longer I was there and the more I found out, the more serious the piece got.
I told you I wanted it funny. Didn't I say make it funny?
What I learned isn't funny.
You can't say these things. The lawyers will have a fit.
I'll give them the backup.
Why are you doing this to me? I said light and funny.
And I'm giving you better than that.
Yeah? Go write it. Let's see how much better it is.
All right.
Now, today, I want you to quit work and start writing.
Anything you say.
Yeah? Whatever I say, huh? Don't tempt me. Want it light and funny? I get a social worker.
I've been miserable.
I missed you.
I'm sorry that I yelled at you. But first I had to get over being mad.
Took you 5 days?
Well, I was very mad.
You see that door over there? I'm walking in there right now to quit.
Because I asked you to?
Phil thought it would be a good idea, too.
Well, the bunnies will do fine without you.
I never said...
Our little party fixed the funding deficit. All my mother's friends.
I figured it would.
You think I'm ever going to grow up while my mother's alive?
No. Not if she has anything to say about it.
Gloria. Will you come to the opening? 8 o'clock tonight.
Yeah. I'll be there.
I need you with me all the time. Especially tonight. I love you.
I have to go.
I love you.
Me too.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
See you at 8.
Tonight, 8.
Okay.
8 o'clock.
Bye. Bye.
15 demerits for being seen with your boyfriend.
Wait a minute. That's my private life.
And you keep your private life at least 2 blocks away from this club.
Oh, nobody saw us.
I saw you.
But if this was something special, you know, we had this big fight and we were making up.
And I'm giving you 15 demerits.
That isn't fair, Frankie.
And 5 more demerits for calling a room director by his first name.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
I'm not kidding.
All right. Go ahead and you give me as many demerits as you want to give me. Because I don't give a damn. Frankie.
But you can't quit now. I mean, we're so short of bunnies as it is. Dorothy broke her ankle on the steps. Susanna got in a car accident. Why does everything have to happen to me?
My mother's in intensive care.
How long is that going to take?
I don't know.
What am I going to do?
Well, you could come out of retirement.
Not on your life.
Lee! I've been waiting for you. Come here. I want to take you somewhere. Just the 2 of us. Hey, come back! Lee!
The Playboy Club world is filled with good entertainment, beautiful girls, fun-loving playboys. Like a continuous house party.
If it's a party, how come I just got 15 demerits for talking to the man I love?
Who spotted you?
Frankie.
That toad.
Well, it wasn't hard. We were standing right outside the club.
All you had to do was walk around the corner.
I know, but we were making up.
Fun.
Yep. Ned is upset because I can't seem to keep my mouth shut about you guys and me and all the stuff that goes on in the club.
What did I tell you?
Don't gloat, Pearl. It's extremely unattractive.
Listen, there are 2 kinds of people in this world, male and female, and never the twain shall meet.
But Ned is one of the good ones.
Well, then you're lucky.
I know.
Well, the good ones are better than the bad ones. Now, the rich ones, you know they're the best ones of all. But I still couldn't live more than 1 week without any kind of man.
Ain't it the truth? Your boyfriend patched things up? Yep. What's good then? Because I could tell weeks ago you didn't belong here, and you better have somebody waiting around to support you, because you weren't going to last.
Not even through the night. I just quit.
What? You're quitting?
Well, I don't want to quit, but my mom's sick, so I have to go back to Ohio.
Oh, is it real bad?
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Well, at least you'll be getting out of here.
Yeah.
Did you take sick suddenly?
Very suddenly. It was one of those things that could have happened at any time.
I'm gonna miss you, kid.
Yeah, we sure will.
Oh, Marie, I wish you didn't have to go.
What am I gonna do?
Are you going to be using the phone for a while?
No,
No.
look at this. Come from
Here, you can
foundation
borrow
look
mine.
one way one day.
A few minutes.
My sweet Lord.
What happened to you?
My ex. Crazy man.
You shouldn't be here.
I'm on tonight.
Well, you can't work looking like that.
No, you really ought to go home.
You have to go home.
No. I missed twice. If I don't work tonight, I lose my... They'll fire me.
It's okay.
Okay, let's go. Everybody stop gaping at her. Sherry, get Andrea's ears in her suit.
Oh, she'll never make it past the Wicked Witch of the Wardrobe. How many demerits could I get?
Oh, Sherry.
I'll go.
You're gonna steal something?
Yeah.
You've never stolen anything in your life. What are you...
Good for you.
Yeah.
I would have gone.
Shut up.
I got a couple
You're really selfish. All you can do is worry about how many
sit yourself
demerits
down
you're
over
gonna
here.
If I can make myself look decent after a night with Ernie, then I can take care of your face, okay? Come on. Come on, get with it, will you? Come on, Gwen, stand guard at the door. Don't let anyone in here or paint a death.
All right.
You understand me? Come on, move it, girls. Make some noise if somebody gets suspicious. Least you can do is turn on a radio and get these girls talking. Read to them, why don't you?
That man hit me 3 times with a closed fist.
This face is going to be a challenge of a lifetime.
Hey, forget what I said earlier. That man is worse than no man. Hey, honey, come stay with me.
I can't, Charlotte.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I got 3 kids.
You what?
My oldest daughter's 13. If anybody knew that, they'd know I'm too old to be working here. I don't know what I'd do without this job.
You bring your kids and you come stay with me, you hear? Don't cry now. Wait till you see my place.
Oh, Lee, I am so proud of you. You did it.
I know.
Open the door.
Nobody's coming in.
Open the door. It's me, Lee.
I'm not supposed to let anyone in. Pearl said so.
Open the door.
No, I can't.
Ned Holcomb, please.
Gwen, if you don't open this door right now, I don't care how big you are, I'm gonna kill you.
Please.
You got it.
Of course you got
No, I'm just leaving it right now. Ned, I'll make it by 8. I know you're nervous. I'll be there. Gwen.
Marie?
Yes. What did you think it was? How's it going?
Great.
Third failure to report to work without replacement. Dismissal. Get up.
Get up. Your replacement just arrived.
You've got 4 minutes to get out on the floor.
Don't you worry, honey. I'll work for Andrea tomorrow night.
Good.
Yes, so?
I'm covering for Andrea on Sunday. Gwen will take Monday if need be. All right.
2 scotch and water, 1 vodka Collins.
You'd better be there tonight, Lee. Damn you!
Good for you. That last night at the Playboy Club marked the end of one part of my life and the beginning of another. I tried to tell Ned how important that evening had been to me, but he never forgave me for missing his opening night. He became a successful playwright, and Toby never stopped telling me what a mistake I'd made. Phil liked my article, realism and all, and published it in the May and June issues. It received a lot of notice. Hugh Hefner wrote me a very long letter explaining that he didn't mind the article at all, but he was eliminating the internal exam because it could be, quote, misunderstood, unquote. As for my writing career, this piece didn't help it. I lost the Birmingham assignment and a lot of other serious articles because I had been a bunny. And it didn't really matter why. But what I gained was far more important. My own voice as a writer. A subject that needed writing about, women's lives, and the knowledge that all women are bunnies. But it doesn't have to be that way.